Stephanie here. It's day 8 of the 365-day journey of me 3D printing my entire indoor play cafe. In the last video I promised you guys I'll complete the shelf, which I did, so I'm going to show you guys how it turned out and how the feature wall will nicely fit together. The stencil I'm not going to go through again. You guys know what it's supposed to be doing. For those who's new, yeah, maybe I should go through it again, huh? Just a quick recap of what this guy does. I'll do that in the end. So this is the flat panel that we put on the wall. You guys seen this. I did not reprint this. I said I'm just going to do the shelf for now, and when I pull the wall panel again I will reprint it. We have our little disc for our placement. There we go. Onto the wall it goes. Now this is what I printed. I printed 2 things so that I can show you guys both the moss mount as well as the shelf. That's a little hole in the back where this guy goes onto to get mounted onto the wall. Look, that nice and flush, and no screws or hooks or anything from the front. Your shelf is pretty. So yeah, that is the whole concept of the disc. So things easily mounted. What I will do though is use a bit of super glue or something just to double secure it onto the back panel. Now this will double as our shelf as well as the moss mount, and in order for the moss to hold on to something, we've got this guy. Fits nicely inside. Double whammy. And then we've got, of course, now the panels that's going to go next to it. The stencil quickly again to make sure that you know where to mount the next one. Place it on, and in the middle you've got your little screw hole. There we go. You know where to drill the next hole. How awesome is that? So yeah, that's officially our first 2 parts done for SpielKafi. I counted the stencil, the last one, as a part done, and now I've got one of the actual shelves done, which will be the moss mount. And for that we get to put 2 little beads into our completion jar. Look at that, it's slowly but surely coming along. It looks so nice. So one for the shelf and one for the moss panel. That's so cool. Happy about that. It's an aeroplane coming over. It's getting a bit fresh in the mornings, I have to say. I might be moving into the house sooner. Summers ain't that long by us. Our days are quite nice, but in the mornings it's getting a bit fresh. I'm talking faster so I can go inside. Then we're going to spin the wheel again to see where we end up for our next print. However, I'm going to make the next video again in the kitchen. I still have some of those croissants left, so I want to try something different with that. Came up with an interesting idea. Not sure if it's going to work. I think to normal people not. In my head it's amazing, so I'm going to give that a go. But the wheel is going to be for what comes after that video. And I was thinking while we're talking about that to not jump in between wheel spins for menu testing, to maybe use one of the cafe ones to put like a little sticker or something on there, so if it lands on cafe with the sticker, that it means menu testing, because then you guys know what's coming. And then in those videos I will also spin, because so far in the last video for menu testing I didn't spin the wheel or anything, but just to keep things a bit more structured for us. And if you're anything like me, I'm gonna forget what was done 2 videos back. I remember what I'm watching now. So let's give this guy a spin and see what the printer is doing next. Toys. This is awesome. Okay. The biggest list that we have to print, the first thing is going to get done. Let's see what from the first thing is going to get done, though. I was so scared it's going to end on decor again. I wasn't scared, I was just like not in the mood for decor again. Okay, so let me move this out of the way. Remember our little decisive binder. Let's see. We've got toys. Open this guy up and let's do a retro toy car. Okay, this is going to be awesome, guys. I've got such cool ideas for that. I don't know which one of them I'm going to take, though. Yeah, that's going to be awesome. Okay, so we're going to print our first toy. It's officially going from cafe into indoor play cafe. Excited for this one. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next video, and let's go print our shop.